Here we are at Matson Motor Works today, and we're going to replace some brick molding and then put a storm door back up. So on this side, I already replaced the brick molding. You can see we're putting the left-hand casing on for the screen door, and it just went tight in there. The header's already been done. There's the old brick mold we took out and the new brick mold. I used the new polyurethane brick mold. It worked out really well. I used 16 galvanized nails out of the nail gun, and it held really tight and looks really good. The holes are nice and small. And again, just comparing the old, that had already been painted twice. The new just looks a lot better now that it's up. So there we are, nailing it up first. Again, using the 16 gauge galvanized nails that we talked about. Shooting both into the frame of the door and the plywood on the house on the outside edge of the brick molding. There we are, putting the header up for the storm door. Finishing nailing off here. And just continuing to nail around. And again, we said we were going to put the storm door back up. So screwing this on, putting the left side on there. And again, like I said, the header's already up. The bottom's been adjusted. Now we're putting the hinge side on of the storm door and adjusting the distance for the lock mechanism and the flaps. And you see us there putting the bottom screw in for that so that the lock works really well. And now readjusting the closer. I had to lower the closer down. It always rubbed just a little bit, but once we did it today with the new brick mold, it must have been just a little bit lower, so it rubbed a little more. So I just moved that down a little bit. Left the attachment on the door in the same place so I didn't have extra holes in the door. And now it doesn't rub on the upper frame at all. So just putting the top pin in, dropping it in. And then that's a closer that doesn't lock open. That's just kind of a slave cylinder that follows it. So put the pin in.
That's why it was fitting so nicely. There you go.
And then just bring it out. Bring the door to it and put that pin on. Then the bottom one, finished up the screws on the hinge side. And there it is, there's the door. And the screws do have a piece of plastic over the whole trim that hides them. And again, just adjusting the side piece. Put the bottom swing on, and we're just adjusting the swing to get the closer right, the way we want it. And finish snapping on the piece that hides the screws we were talking about. It had already been used before. I took the door off to reuse it then after I got all the brick mold replaced. But I just love working with this polyurethane trim. It's really nice, lasts forever. What I'm showing you there is that's actually a small angled piece. The wider portion went to the left on this Anderson storm door, and the narrow piece goes to the right. And then just pushing it in, and that's it.